participants. Okay, so once again, I welcome everyone, including our facilitator and my beloved friends, okay, to this group, to this webinar. Okay, I'm sure definitely you'll find this session a useful one. As usual, you'll have plenty of takeaways. Okay, before we go on, you should know who Mr. Gunasegaran Viswanathan is. That's his full name. I just give a brief note on him. Okay, Mr. Gunasegaran Viswanathan, he holds a master's degree in agriculture from a well-known university in South India. If I'm not mistaken, in Coimbatore, only that place has the agricultural university. And he's the Deputy Director of Agriculture, Dharmapuri District. Now, currently is serving as a Deputy Director of Agriculture in Dharmapuri, Tamil Nadu. And he serves in this department since 1994. And maybe he could share what all he has contributed to the agriculture of Tamil Nadu. And apart from his regular work, he has contributed to Tamil Google Menu. Won't you believe he has contributed to Tamil Google Menu and menu for MS Office as well in the year 2005. And he has developed Tamil SMS software for Nokia, Nokia phone, and also Sony mobile phones. Okay, Mr. Guna has passionately pursued magic, NLP, and hypnosis courses. Not only that, he has studied and mind-related therapies as well. He has conducted workshops for school children in various areas and places. He shares his expertise to people across the globe via webinars as well. He has authored 2 books. In total, maybe you could brief us on what books you have authored, Guna. In total, he is a very simple, humble person. I know him for quite some time. He's a very simple, humble person. Okay. Amidst his busy schedule, he finds time to be an NLP trainer. Would you believe? He is holding a responsible post as a Deputy Director of Agriculture. He's recently got promoted to Dharmapuri. Prior to this, he was working at Jolapur, if I'm not mistaken. Is it Guna? Jolapur? Yes. Yeah. Okay. So, he is a psychologist, NLP trainer, a magician. You name it, he does it. Okay, Mr. Guna masters the skills and share with people and friends. This is his 4th webinar session. Okay, prior to this, we had 3 other sessions with linking method. The prior sessions were linking method, whereby you remember up to 30 words. We tried, and some of the participants could remember 30 words. You remember, Guna?
Yes.
One from UK. She remembered all the 30 words. Yeah. And she was able to memorize all the 30 words. Okay. So he will be teaching us, how to memorize and all these things. Okay. Now, today's theme is memory hacks. That means how not to hack your own memory. Of course, we have heard about, hacking our mobiles, our Facebooks, our accounts, and so on. That is different. That one is somebody does it. This one is your own memory, your own self, not to hack it. He's going to give us the approaches and methods not to hack our own memory. Okay. I just asked him, and he told me if you have less sleep, let's say average sleep for adults is 6 to 8 hours. For children is 8 to 10 hours. So if adults have less sleep, your memory will be hacked, he says. He will explain to us on that, more on that. Okay. Now let's see what he has from his bank of knowledge to share with us. Okay. Let's all be ready. Guna is going to share his approach. So please be attentive. At the end of the session, there will be Q&A time. Okay. You can please feel free to ask questions directly, or you can put in the chat box. Is that okay, Guna?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Is that okay, Guna?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I pass over the mic to you, and you please take it on. Okay, thank you, Guna. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you, ma'am. I'm Gunashekaran. Um, I'm currently working as Deputy Director of Agriculture in State Department of Agriculture. Today, Chandra ma'am has shown a lot of interest in showcasing my skills. I am very thankful for that. Today, I'll be talking about art of remembering four. Previously, I did these three sessions, mostly on different topics of memory, and this time we'll be talking a different topic than the previous one. Memory hacks, that means how to hack your memory. In simple terms, I can say how you are forgetting, and how to avoid that. That's it. I'm not going to teach you any techniques or something after this webinar. I'm not sure that whether you will be having a big memory or not, but at least I will make you not to forget things. That's the main aim of this art of remembering four. Before going to the lecture in detail, I want to show you a small quote from the Paramhamsa Yogananda. He has written a book called Himalayan Masters, very famous book. You can write it down, and every day at least 3 or 4 times you can read, recite or memorize these words. I am the prince or princess of peace. I am the prince or princess of peace, sitting on the throne of poise, directing my kingdom of activity. First, we should know what is memory. Memory means persistence of learning. You learn something, it should be there in your mind. Over the time, you need to store all the things that in your mind. Not only that, you need to recall whenever it is needed. So I have studied, I know everything, but I am not able to recall. Then that is not the case of memory. The power of brain to recall any information that has been recorded, you can say it's a memory. Memory is very important because it is the primary intellectual property. We ask people say I have this much house, this much land, this much wealth, but this is the primary intellectual property of a human being. You can have a pen drive. It is content limited information in terms of GB. But our memory has got unlimited memory. That means in terabytes. No machine in this world can match this memory. Not only that, the difference between the pen drive memory and the human memory is it gives you the experience, perception, introspection, and it will analyze. You can reproduce the knowledge and you can apply it to the future. In fact, memory is your identity. So where it is there in the brain. Brain is a supercomputer without instruction manual. Nobody is born with poor memory, can recall 6 objects. That's a normal memory. So if you want more memory, you need to practice. That's the thing. This is the memory hacks. The first one is our belief. We believe that my memory is poor. I am growing older. I can't remember better. And I often forget keys and misplace things. I cannot read so many things. My memory is limited, and for me, remembering will be difficult. If you want to have a good memory, never say that I don't have good memory, I am getting old, because every cell is dropping what you are talking. And if you say I am not good at memory, all the cells we shall listen and say, okay, this man is getting old, this man is not having good memory, so let us forget something. So please don't say that I am getting old, I am not having good memory, my memory is poor, something like that. So I often forget keys, misplace things. Don't say like that. The next one is mental clutter. There is one beautiful book called Make Your Bed by Winnie McCraven. Every morning you get out of your bed and make your bed for the next day. That means your first work of the day is done. So then automatically your mind gets the satisfaction. And if you read this book, he's a retired vice admiral from US Navy, and his book is a fantastic book. And if you have an organized home, desk, workspace, you will have a better memory. So recognize that you have a mental clutter, you remove all mental clutters, and there are a lot of techniques are available, and you can find one of the techniques like Kaizen, the Japanese way. Next comes the open mind. When you have the open mind, you can form new memories. Open to new information, that means your senses are open. Learn something new all the time, and you will create mental pathways. When you learn something new like piano, Sudoku, and all your mental blocks are released, and you are creating a new mental pathways. You will find new answers, and you will have more imaginations, more problem solving skills, and you will have a better memory. For example, you may be knowing about Newton, and Newton only found the gravity, and likewise the Archimedes found the law of buoyancy. So you have open mind, you can learn new things. Then the third one is work meditation or mindfulness. One of the main reasons for forgetting is we are not bothered about the results, we are not mindful. So become one with your work, then you remember better. Please don't care about the results. Many times revise, you can recall page by page. Do your work and don't expect fruits. Take small breaks. Concentration dispels chaos and brings everything in order. Then the fourth one is power of concentration. The focus means absorb and retention. Preoccupation means thoughts are scattered, unable to think clearly. Concentration means bullseye, concentrating to a particular target. And flow, it's a state of mind where its mind is relaxed, and you can observe whatever you see. When you read something, everything will be absorbed into your mind. What kind of person you are? NLP says you are an audio, visual, kinesthetic person. For example, if you take the history of Leonardo da Vinci, once he sees a image, scenery, immediately he can draw with full details. Same way in the Napoleon. And recently we have the Stephen Wilshire, you can Google it, and once he sees a big city, and he will draw it in detail. Likewise, musicians, once they can visualize the entire music and they can write the scores. You analyze what kind of person you are, whether you are an audio person or visual person or kinesthetic person. Accordingly, you can devise your memory method. Take it easy. For all the time you will be thinking about, I need to remember a lot, how can I remember? Don't worry. When you think like that, your mind becomes saturated, fatigue in mind. You will tend to forget all the time. Relax. Relax and listen carefully. You will remember better. So when you are not relaxed, you are sending silent message to self that you are under pressure. So you should have all the time no pressure to perform, and you can remember more. The next important point is sleep. There is a beautiful book called Why We Sleep, that Matt Walker. It's available on the internet. You can Google it, you can get it. Good sleep is necessary before learning and after learning. Normally for adults, 6 to 8 hours of good night sleep is essential. An hour or so, a daytime sleep is good for also. Sleepless night means poor memory performance. For example, for school children, during the examination they will never sleep and they want good marks. My suggestion is make them to sleep, because memory consolidation occurs only during the night. And some people have the emotional sleep, that means all the time they will be disturbed, they will be moving here and there. All sleep disorders they will also have memory loss. If your students, if your sons and daughters are not getting good marks, kindly check whether they are sleeping well or not. What is the best time to learn? And some people say in the morning, some in the evening. There is no best time to learn. There is no clock for that. Time free from distraction is the best time to learn. And mind should be receptive for the learning, and the clock is nothing to do with memory. You can recall any time memory, any time to recall anything you are. I feel say memory is inhabited, because whatever you see, you observe carefully. and all your daily routines are structured. So you keep your key in a particular place, you will never forget. So habits form the memory. Open to learn, willingness to learn, observing keenly, rehearsing often, avoiding negative thoughts, and staying positive. These are some of the common habits, and keep your mind clutter free. This is one of the keep, and your habits make your memory. I want to have food. What kind of food? And I would say there are memory foods too. Nuts and greens are very good for memory. Daily minimum you should have 2 servings of vegetables for your memory. Fast food is not good for memory. Fresh juice, it contains a lot of antioxidants, is very good for memory. Light breakfast, good for better performance. No oily food, it is very hard to digest. And B complex vitamins are very, very important for your memory. Soft drinks, consuming diet, soda daily 3 times, you have the risk of dementia or stroke. All the time have good food. And you can use the Rubik cube or any cognitive challenge, mental challenge, like playing piano, martial arts, even at any age, playing keyboards, drawing, painting. You can do anything. It will improve your memory. And there is one specific font also available for reading purpose. This is called Sans Forgetica. You can see that there is a small break in the letters because of this you need to observe very carefully. It was created by the multidisciplinary team and behavioral scientists at RMIT University. So this is called Sans Forgetica. This font you can remember because you need to observe very carefully. Then, as I said earlier, I am not positive attitude. I am not good at memory. I say that your cells are eavesdropping what you say. You are self-programming for amnesia. And you can repeat this sentence every day in every way. My memory is improving. I am good at memory. I can remember things easily. Learn in your school and read, improve, and you can use lot of cognitive functions and ask questions, add emotions, and add lot of shortcuts and make it as a mental challenge. Nowadays, people are getting digital amnesia. Previously, 10 years before, 15 years before, 20 years before, each and every person will at least remember 10 to 50 telephone numbers because there is no device to record. Nowadays, even forget our own phone numbers. So this is called use and disuse theory, Lamarckism. Set no to digital products. Use manual, take a notebook and pen for writing. Use manual phones if possible, you can remember more. Age versus memory. People don't grow old, they stop growing and become old. So maybe say that I am getting old, I am not good at memory, or often we say. Age is nothing to do with memory. In fact, as you age, you can remember your previous years incidents, what you learned when you were school days, all the things you can remember. But one problem is there. As we progress, I remember some of the cells in our brain starts dying. Naturally, we tend to forget. We need to renew brain cells. Again, learning something new. So shun on electronic gadgets, have active life, and your memory will be active. That means doing nothing. When you are overloaded, just keep yourself calm, do nothing, make guilt free, give time to yourself and brain process information. Play music, playing with kids, no TV, no phone, just read, just draw. You will have better memory. Sun. Next is sun. We are all the time sitting in windowless room, no fresh air, brain is not getting enough oxygen. So bask in the sun for 30 minutes daily. Your mood is get elevated, your stress is reduced, and you can have the better memory. Next one is poor posture. Sit straight all the time with awareness. Definitely you will have a good memory because poor posture crimps up your blood supply to the brain, squeezing all the arteries in the spinal column. Poor posture leads to forgetfulness. No sitting too much in the chair all the time. Move here and there and do aerobic exercise, fit mentally. Avoid poor postures. That is one of the reasons for poor memory. Exercise. Our brain is only 2% of the body weight, but it needs 20% of the oxygen. So we need pump more oxygen. All the time if you are sedentary, you will have poor memory. Walking versus sedentary means when you have brisk walking, it improves your memory. Jogging, running, swimming, workout, treadmill. And if you stay physically and mentally fit, you will have a better memory. So we need to pump more oxygen to the brain. The only simplest way is just walk. Good medical care like a chronic illness, heart disease, diabetes, depression. All the disease causes memory loss. So stay fit, have a good medical care, you will have a better memory. How it is done, you will have the better memory. Next one is the breathing. Breathing is the simplest form of mindfulness exercise, and it will give more energy to your mind and you can remember better. Just simply close your eyes and observe your breathing. There you are. You are mindful of your activities. Just imagine how beautifully it crosses your nostrils. Just breathe. Breathe very slowly, beautifully. All the tensions in your mind vanish into thin air. Every day, whenever it is possible, minimum 10 times, 5 times, when you are traveling or sitting alone, you can do this simplest breathing exercise, just observing your breath. You can have a beautiful memory. This is the success habit by this Dominic O'Brien, 8 times world memory champion. He says that I exercise my brain through memorization process like physical exercise and good night sleep. Very simple. Physical exercise and good night sleep. And prior to the contest, I run at least 4 miles a day. Next thing is pre-sleep meditation to quieten all my anxieties. So there is nothing special secret about the memory. It's all there in our life. Imagine, believe that anybody can learn anything. All the brains have the same capacity, same size. There will be minor variation. But the processing time is different. Their learning styles are different. Their learning opportunities are different. Except in the case of mental retardation, all the people can learn anything at any time.